Greetings, stranger. Welcome to another off-meta build, the Druidess. I don't think you've ever seen this before. I haven't seen anyone try to run this kind of setup before, so if someone else has come up with this already, I wasn't aware of it. But anyway, I hope you really like this one. It's pretty out there, I think, in terms of builds for D2R, right? Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. And let's get into the build. There's a few challenges to overcome with this build. One of them is keeping the summons that we're going to use, trying to keep them sustained, trying to get them powerful enough. So I thought the sorceress would be a good candidate for using some of these abilities. One of them is the level 18 Spirit Wolf. All right, so now there's a problem here. One of them is that once you cast the Spirit Wolf, the game wants you to have this skill, this charge, in your skill list. If I switch, they're gone. See that? I switched items, they're gone. They do not stay. So you have to have the item on to keep it. All right? So I think and I have some other abilities here I want to show you. But I think I've come up with some and a way to keep them. A little D2R trickery here. So first off, we are going to utilize the Spirit Wolves. Okay. We are going to use a Heart of the Wolverine, but we're going to use it from the Oath because it's level 16. All right. The Heart of the Wolverine only has 646 life. So it's just like you're like, okay, it's just going to die constantly, right? It will die pretty easily, but with us, the Act 2 Mercenary, the 5 Spirit Wolves, and some aggro from another source, which I'll be getting from Stone, the Clay Golem, I will be able to aggro a little bit better and try to keep that thing alive as much as I can. So you'll see as well, this Oath that I have right here, it's ethereal, so we only have 19 charges left for the Heart of the Wolverine. If you wanted to keep going with this, obviously make this item in a non-ethereal weapon base. I didn't see the need to at this point just because I'm doing this showcase. I have enough charges here just to do the showcase. But if I wanted to run this for a lot longer and many more runs and stuff like that, then I think I would make another one of these in a different base just so I could keep repairing it. You know, it'd be really nice if there was a way to repair charges or replenish them naturally, or just change the dang thing to an O skill of some kind. You know, I mean, would that be so bad? Would it be the end of the world if you had a level 16 Heart of the Wolverine skill on this item? I really don't think it would be. Same goes for pretty much all this kind of stuff, like the Spirit Wolves here on these charges. It would be cool if you just could get the O skill. That way at least your all skills could help benefit a little bit. It'd be nice if they didn't disappear immediately, so you could maybe use battle orders on swap. Just a couple ideas. Same with this too. This has level 16 Molten Boulder and level 16 Clay Golem. This is the Stone Rune Word. So we do get a Druid spell here, Molten Boulder, which with our Fire Mastery and everything, says it does 447 fire damage and 528 average fire damage with 111 physical damage. It doesn't sound impressive, right? But I have noticed on some weaker enemies, it actually can kill them if they get hit and then stunned and knocked back and hit over and over again. It can actually do some stuff. So, you know, we'll utilize that. So we'll have Spirit Wolves. We will have Heart of the Wolverine. We'll have a Molten Boulder. We'll have a Clay Golem, which is not a Druid skill, but it's from the Earth. It's clay. I feel like it fits the theme of the nature aspect, the attunement with nature that the Druid has. And then also I have a Poison Creeper that I will summon just for style, really. It only does 359 poison damage over 4 seconds. The only benefit of that would just be that it can halt regeneration on enemies. You know, that's something, but not really, right? It's not enough to really do much damage. So it'll just look cool that we have all of that going. So first things first, let's enchant me and let's enchant my mercenary for a level 45 enchant, 5 to enchant on this wand, spirit with 2 skills, an amulet, 3 to fire skills, 10% faster cast. I have a tiara, 3 to fire skills, damage reduced by 16, 1 to fire skills from the mage fist, and let me do this here. I have all fire skill versus Torch and Annie. So now what am I at? 46. All right, so let's do the golem. Okay. And let's do me, the golem, and the mercenary. Mercenary is wielding infinity with fortitude and Endariel's visage. And he's got prayer. The prayer is big because we need to regenerate our summons, right? The clay golem here does have 1,718 life. Not too bad for having no synergy or anything and no battle orders. It's really not bad at all. He can survive, and the slowing effect that he has will help us be able to sustain our different summons and stuff a little bit longer. So there's that. Okay, now the next thing I want to summon is the Heart of the Wolverine here at level 16. Like I said, not a lot of life, but with the aggro from the clay golem and everything else, I think we can keep him alive long enough sometimes. If things get real dicey, he might just die like immediately, but that's okay. So let's just try it out. So we've got Heart of the Wolverine. And look, I told you before though, if you switch off of this weapon, it should disappear. However, I have a Wisp projector with level 5 Heart of the Wolverine charges. Having those charges in the skill list will allow me to switch. So that's the D2R trickery I was telling you about. So watch, here we go. Heart of the Wolverine, level 16. Switch. See, I have Crescent Moon out, and we still have the Heart of the Wolverine at level 16. Pretty cool. Okay. So let me... Let's see. Do that. Yeah. So now let me switch to... Do I have everything I need? Yeah, I think I do. Okay, so now we want to summon the Spirit Wolves, okay? And enchant them. We get 5 of them. Now, the Spirit Wolves only have 364 life, but what you don't know probably is that they actually have 85 all resistances. So they can survive, okay? If they get amped or something, though, you know, and they get hit, they just go down immediately. But that's okay. If we can kill stuff fast enough, it helps too. And look at the enchant I put on them is over 3,000 damage. So that's kind of nuts, right? So now, now that I have my wolves out, though, I can't switch anymore. Okay, you understand? Like, once I switch, the wolves will go away. So I've got Molten Boulder here. I've got my Frozen Armor. Skills are Max Enchant, Warmth, Fire Mastery. Teleport, Max Lightning Mastery because... Oh, and here. One to Frozen Nova, 1 to Frost Nova, 1 to Cold Mastery, and I got some points into Frozen Armor. So, I do have Lightning Mastery maxed out because if you need to diversify the damage, you could put a Dream Shield on here and just kick the crap out of stuff, you know, tons of fire and damage and everything. My res is a little lacking, so I do have another helmet here where that is only 2 to sorceress skills, but it has a nice big bump to lightning res and everything. So, and then I do have a 2-piece death set for Cannot Be Frozen and the extra res and the lifesteal and all that. So with that all in mind, that gets us, with that all equipped, that does get us to 58 lightning res with 15% lightning absorb. I do have 30% increased attack speed. Poison res is way capped out. So is fire. In cold, we have Cannot Be Frozen. No cold absorb, but we should be okay with that. It says my attack damage is at 29,000 with this setup. Alright. So, we've got all of our enchant running. It should last us like 20 minutes or something like that. So let's get going. Let's go to an easy area first. Look at this. We have all of this stuff on here. We've got Heart of the Wolverine. We've got Molten Boulder ready to go. 5 Spirit Wolves. And then also, I forgot to do this, the Poison Creeper. Okay, there we go. So, let's go see if we can find some guys that aren't immune to fire. like these guys. Okay. Nice. These guys are immune to cold, it says. I'm not attacking or anything right now. So cool, those guys all just went down pretty easily. There's a rare Kestis here. Let's check out this unique Warhammer, just for the heck of it. Yeah, it's the Ironstone. What a bad item. It's not a good item at all. Can you see that? Level 27 required. Pretty garbage. I feel like this thing should just have a lot more lightning damage and whatever else. I don't know. It just needs... You just gotta buff some of those stats. Like, who's gonna use that crap? So, look. Okay. So, we do have amp damage on us, which can be kind of a problem. But here, let me attack as well. The Twister proc you just saw is also a Druid ability. And that comes from our Carrion Wind. So, we do get lifesteal on this. 10% damage taken goes to mana. 55 poison res. We do have a Twister on striking. 8% chance. So we can get another Druid ability happening from that. But yeah, so this is kind of like, you know, this is an Enchantress, right? But it's focusing on enchant, but having these summons. And you may have seen someone utilize revives with enchant before. And the issue with that, though, is that the revives only have an 180-second duration, you know? Which kind of blows. It always sucks that they run out. So look, we haven't lost anyone yet. I know we're only in Act 1, but... You know... Here, look, this guy's got... Look at that. Boom! Did you see that? The Spirit Wolf literally took out that unique guy by himself with one hit. That's one hit, dude. These Spirit Wolves with the conviction going from the Mercenary... I'm pretty sure their fire damage is like 6,000 almost, you know? So look. Yeah, and the Mercenary is doing a lot of work as well, just so you know. And oh, we have Alder's Boots on. Did I mention that? I'm sorry. We have Alder's Boots, which are Druid Boots, right? So that fits the theme, gives us fire res, gives us 50 life, 40% run walk, indestructible, pretty cool. And look at this. This is cool, isn't it? So I am using Druid skill. Now, I haven't used Molten Boulder, so check this out. Boom. I just killed that dude with Molten Boulder. How about this guy? Did he die from that one? He might have. And also, my Dream Shield, right? I have a level 15 Holy Shock Aura. That's just kind of... I mean, those guys are lightning immune, but... That's actually just, like, pulsing and doing some damage, too. So it all kind of adds up. Here, I'll hit these guys with this. Look at that. It took down half his hits. Not too bad, right? For this freaking level 16 charge of Molten Boulder. Like, it's like that shouldn't do anything, right? But because of Fire Mastery, we're able to get it to do something. My main attack, my regular attack is stronger, though. I mean, it's honestly just way more optimal to just attack. Like, look. It says I'm doing 29k damage. Oh, look at the twisters go off. Super cool. Okay, so I feel like I showed that area pretty well. Let me go back to the encampment and just heal just in case. Alright, and let's go to Frigid Highlands since these are all cold immune up here for Eldritch. Let's see how we do in the middle of these guys. All right, I'm not attacking. We are amped. I did have to use a... I did use a rejuve because I got scared there for a second. Yeah. All those guys just went down. I didn't attack at all there. Oh, yikes, man. The amp is so bad right there. Hang on. Hang on. You know, I could help my res by putting Spirit back on, actually. That might be appropriate for what I'm trying to do. So let me see. Let me grab some more of these. Yeah. So here, as long as I don't encounter fire immunes, I think I should be okay. So let me put on this Spirit Shield. Yeah, let's try that. That'll help my survivability a little better and give me a little more faster cast. So let's do that. Here, this guy's cold immune. So is that guy. Okay. This guy's cold immune. Let's see. Boom. Dead. 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 Let's see. Yep. Mercenary, obviously, putting in a lot of work. I get that. But it's just really cool that we're like... Here, let's see how this goes. Okay, we lost the poison creeper in that encounter, but that's okay. Whoops. I used that molten boulder and the guy died before I could get to him. So here, let's summon the poison creeper again so that we continue to have our druid skills, alright? But yeah, I really wish though that a lot of these charges would just be O skills. Like I'm just kind of like I'm just kind of over the charges, you know? Like they are just such a buzzkill. Like you see it and you're like, "Oh, okay, well it's like level 5 Heart of the Wolverine. It's gonna die constantly." You know? Like that kind of sucks. You will notice though, we have not lost the Heart of the Wolverine yet. You know? Obviously, like if I go to Chaos Sanctuary or something, it's gonna be a nightmare. Like there's no way I'm gonna be able to do that with this build. But you know, if they ever made a change to Heart of the Wolverine, here's something they could do, and I don't think it would be that big a deal. Just give it a lot more life, please, or make it freaking unkillable. You know, it wouldn't hurt anything, like at all. It would just survive, and you could use it then. Is that so bad? Like Paladin auras don't go away and die, right? So I don't see why it would be such a big deal to have something like the Heart of the Wolverine have a lot more life. Like, let's see. At level 5, it has 272 life. Why not just give it 1,000 at level 5 and just scale it up from there? Maybe somebody could use it then. Would that mess up PvP a lot, guys? I don't know. You tell me. So here we go. Look at all these guys. All our spirit wolves going around. These guys are usually fire immune right here, but the conviction aura is breaking it. See that? Look at the golem. Oh, he missed him. He missed him too many times. There we go. Okay, let's go up here again and see if we've run into any more fire immunes. There I was helping out a bit in that one. Here, let's use the molten boulder. Not great. And then I can kill that thing in like a couple hits. But yeah, if you use the Dream Shield though, you're super strong, you know? Like way, way strong. It adds a ton of damage. It actually added 12,000 damage to my attack when you have just one Dream Shield with Lightning Mastery. It's kind of nuts. Alright, so everything's still surviving at this point, you know? Okay. I'll grab this full rejuve. Grab a couple of those. 2,000 gold. Grab that. Yep. Look at this. Look at the wolves. Look at them. They're all taking him down. That guy was fire immune, and with his immunity broken from conviction, the clay golem and the spirit wolves actually took him down. I'm not using a sunder charm. Kind of not sure if the sunder actually works with the wolves. It seems like it might not, but I couldn't really figure it out because sometimes conviction hits and it breaks it and whatever. So I'm not using the sunder right now. I didn't think I really needed to show this off. But check this out, yeah. So Heart of the Wolverine got hit a little bit there, but we're still good. Bam! Did you see that clay golem just smack that girl in the head? His fist of fire, man. And he just wasted him. That was sweet. Lagging a little bit for some reason. Ooh, I'm lagging a lot right now. What is happening? There we go. Much better. Okay. We still have amp on us, too. I do not like having that on me. That's kind of not good. Let's see here. Get rid of those guys. Get rid of these guys. Catapult. Gone. Here we go. I gotta be a little careful here. Having amp damage on is not good. See that? There we go. It's kind of hard to see what was going on there. Let's move up. But anyway, this is a super cool build, man. I feel like this is a pretty fun way to run a melee sorceress as well. I do wish that, like, the Molten Boulder charges on stone would just be a skill. Or I feel like it would work better as, like, on attack or something, you know? Just so that it could just be going off every once in a while. Just give it, like, a 15% chance, like, on attack. I feel like that would be pretty cool. You might be able to get some use out of it on some characters then. It's really not good on anybody. Only the sorceress could even attempt to increase its damage with Fire Mastery. And even then, it's just like, you know, it's like kind of okay. It does have that knockback effect, which can have some utility, but not a whole lot, to be honest. It's not really that great. I'm identifying this stuff. Let me just check. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can get a good hit on somebody. Like, that guy's fire immune, so let's just see. See how it knocked him way back? Here, let me just hit him again with it. Yeah, see how it just, like, didn't... If it doesn't do, like... If they're not, like, caught in the roll of the boulder, they're just not really getting hit for that much damage. Also, like, if you ever look up on max roll, like, Molten Boulder stuff, it's totally wrong. On max roll, it'll say that, like, this level 16 charge of Molten Boulder will do, like, 23,000 damage or something. It's, like, I don't know what is happening there, but it doesn't. Oh, we got a little Twister proc there. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like those should be a little bit higher chance, too. Maybe give that, like, 12, 15% chance. That'd be kind of nice. At least the Twister has a micro stun that has some utility, you know? Okay. Here we go. Let's get a Molten Boulder going in there. Yeah, so we actually did a decent amount of damage to those guys right there with that. It was kind of cool. Okay. But yeah. So anyway, I don't even know how much damage we're doing collectively. Like, it says my mercenary has 8,300 damage with my enchant on. And with the Heart of the Wolverine going, you know. We lost the Poison Creeper there. He definitely aggroes for us. Here, I'll summon him again. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like, it just dies so often. This goes for the Druid, too. Like, if you level that thing up, it's level 21, actually. The charges, 21, 550 life. Dies all the time. Like, why not just let the thing have 10 times the amount of life and just let people have fun with the game so I could actually keep that thing alive? So, whatever. Anyway, like I said, the aggro that we have definitely helps keep those things alive a little bit better. What's this Carnage helm? Nothing. I'll use this, grab that. And I'll grab this and just use it. Grab that too. So, here's a level 85 area, and this area could be pretty dangerous. It just depends what spawns here. If there's a ton of ranged guys, everybody's gonna die in my whole party. Like this. Yeah, this could be so bad. Yeah. This is probably a bad idea. Bunch of fire immunes here. 3 to Feral Rage. Here we go. We have to, like, kill them quickly. There, see, Heart of the Wolverine, gone. Just got murdered. Probably shouldn't summon it here. Resummon it in this area, you know? Which is, like I said, it's unfortunate because it's like, I want to be able to use it, but the game, the way it's coded for that right now, is just, it just discourages you from using it, right? Because the charges are expensive to repair. On the weapon that I have it on as well, you cannot actually repair them. because it's ethereal. So it's like, just give me the skill, please. And, or make it so that the charges don't like just, it doesn't just disappear when I switch or something. And give it more life, all right? Like, that would be nice. Okay, so we lost the Spirit Wolf, so let's summon him. And now I can't switch back to get the Heart of the Wolverine, okay? I can't, because if I do that, all my Spirit Wolves go away. And I'll have to resummon them, which I guess you could just do. But, like I said, it's costly to repair charges and all that stuff. I'm kind of over charges, like I said before. Kind of over them. Like, it's kind of not cool that you can't just have the skills. But anyway, what I'm showing here is that this is a difficult area for us, for sure. Energy Shield would probably be good to use on this build. Look at that. Okay, we still made it through. And we are losing wolves left and right now though, because those guys are doing physical and magic damage, and all their res is in fire, lightning, cold, and poison at 85. So the wolves are gonna struggle in this area. Okay. I gotta get these archers. Oh, look, I ran out of enchant on myself. There we go. There we go. And where's the clay golem? Let's get him. Everybody else's enchant wore off as well.
Not enough mana.
So that's the other thing. Would it be... You know, here's another thing, too. It's like... Why isn't there, like, a little icon in the corner somewhere that just kind of shows you that your enchant has worn off? You know, be kind of nice. So there we go. Let's get these guys. Okay, yeah. So there was a tough area for this build. We still made it through. Okay. All right. Let's go to. Let's see how we doing on time. 27 minutes. Let's quickly go to another area that doesn't have fire immunes, and let's try it out. Let's see. Maybe we can find Stony Tomb. Or better yet, quickly, I'll go to Spider Forest. There might be some fire immunes in here, but that's okay. I think we can break them still, hopefully. Yeah, we can. All right. Okay. But yeah, I don't even know like what the collective telestomp fire damage is that we're doing. It's like 5 spirit wolves, a clay golem, me, and the mercenary. That's like 6, 7, 8 times like thousands and thousands of fire damage, you know? That guy's totally fire immune. I can't even break him. Okay. So blue shadow bow. Any reason to identify those ever? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. Feral claws. Check those out. Okay, fanaticism aura. Okay, look at that. We lost some wolves there. There's one more guy here. Get him. Nice. Okay. Let's resummon some of these guys. Take the full rejuve. Take the flawless. I keep hitting the wrong button and putting up a town portal. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So, Spirit Wolves, let's get them back up and running. So the one thing that's nice about the Spirit Wolves, though, as opposed to, like, say, Revives, is that they're just not going to run out, you know? And, I mean, they'll die, right? But they're not going to just run on a timer, which is really annoying. So I do like that they don't run on the timer. Clay Golem, I got him again. There we go. Okay. No point in summoning that Heart of the Wolverine. It's just so weak. I just don't see the reason to. All right. Wow. Okay, that went well. Jumped right into the middle of the pack of those special guys, and it just... we got them all, so that was cool. Did Frost Nova to slow him a little bit. Clay Golem can slow him too, which is nice. Okay. Did we clear it? Here we go. Nice. Got him. So that was with just all fire damage, basically, you know, because those guys were immune to fire, and we broke it with conviction. We were still able to get them. Anyway, so that's the concept of the build. Obviously, it's hard to sustain a lot of these guys. The Prayer Mercenary does help with that. Conviction helps improve all of our fire damage. The Clay Golem helps with aggroing and slowing. And the Oath here, see how I switched and all Spirit Wolves go away? The Oath will let you summon a level 16 Heart of the Wolverine, and then when you switch, you can keep it if you have a Wisp Projector equipped. So that was the kind of concept for the Druidess build. It was really difficult to kind of like figure out how to make it work at all. It's kind of a cool tele-stomping summoner enchantress variation, though, that I had never seen anyone attempt before. Final thoughts on that, too. Please, you know, D2R Dev, the one person that works on this game still, that clicks a mouse at once every 3 months, could you just, you know, consider what it would be like if we didn't have so many charges and we could actually level these things with skills, and, you know, and maybe some of these were switched from charges, like the Molten Boulder. This thing on stone, it just doesn't work as a charge. It just doesn't. And only the Sorceress can really improve its damage, and it still is so terrible. It's like, if you're going to use fire on a Sorceress, why would you ever use Molten Boulder? It doesn't really make sense. A part of me was thinking that, like, when immunities couldn't be broken by Sunders earlier in the game's life, they wanted alternate ways to deal different damage, you know, so that maybe you could just, like, chip away at an enemy. Like, so say you're a Sorceress and you're all cold damage, right? And then you run into an enemy that's all cold immune, and you're like, okay, but I have stone, so I can cast level 16 Molten Boulder 50 times and kill that one enemy I want to kill. That, I mean, it's silly, right? But that's the only thing I can think of. Like, why else would you have a level 16 Molten Boulder charge? It doesn't really make sense. You should be able to use it, and it should be stronger so that other classes can actually make use of it in some way. I think that if it was on strike or on attack, or even when struck at a high percent, it would help this level 16 Molten Boulder out a lot, because at least it would have the utility of knocking things back. Spirit Wolves on this, level 18 summon Spirit Wolf. It's okay. It's kind of dumb that if I switch, they just go away. So they would be much better if I could switch and then maybe use battle orders on them from a CTA or something. You know, it would be nice if they were just level 18 O skill, so that I could get another skill here and there from different types of gear, perhaps. That would be nice. It would be nice if they had a little more life, maybe, but, you know, that may be asking too much of them, since it's a druid skill. And then on the Oath here, the level 16 Heart of the Wolverine, the 20 charges, is just kind of BS. The thing dies so much, it should just be an O skill. You know, you should just have it. Or there should be a way to repair the charges on ethereal items. I don't really see why that would be an issue for the game. I don't see why that would break the game. I don't see how people would abuse this thing or anything like that. Also, the Heart of the Wolverine just dies in general. So, like this item here, the Wisp Projector, level 5 Heart of the Wolverine, and on this, level 16 Heart of the Wolverine, they don't survive. So, give them 10 times the amount of life. You know, they don't even have good resistances. A Heart of the Wolverine actually does have some res, but his resistances is 25% on everything. That includes magic and damage. physical damage, but he has 200% poison resistance for no reason, okay? So why don't you just buff all his resistances then to like 80 or 90 if you don't want to improve the life. Just make all of his res at like 80% or 90%, just so that he just takes so much less damage that he could actually survive. I think with something like that, while having like a prayer mercenary going, would allow you to summon these charges of Heart of the Wolverine and get some use out of them on multiple classes. Just a few thoughts there. And then same goes for the poison creeper. This is level 21, and it just, you know, I was able to make mine survive by having enough minions around, but you know, it wasn't that. It did die, and it only has, let's see, level 550 life, you know, 359 poison damage. It's just kind of like, not great. You know, I get the idea of halting enemy regeneration, but halting enemy regeneration is just like, how many instances are there where that's the necessary mechanism to deal damage to them? Like, maybe if they regenerated so quickly that you couldn't even hurt them, and you poison them or had open wounds on them or prevent monster heal on them, it would be a very necessary, vital thing to have on those enemies, right? But then the game would probably be so difficult that no one would be able to play it, right? You would absolutely need those things in order to even get through the game. You would need poison or open wounds or prevent monster heal. There are a few bosses in the game that require those, you know? But, you know, for a poison creeper to do 300 damage and have 500 life in hell, and it's level 21, it's kind of bogus. It's just not that good. So anyway, that's the video. That's the Druidess. Like the video and subscribe and share. It really helps me out a lot. You can become a channel member for 99 cents. It's the cheapest D2R content creator channel membership. Fair for you, fair for me. Thanks so much, guys. I'll talk to you later with more builds. Bye.